I found this 145 Argent, which is a great place to start. Prime could be an issue, but I do have my Thorny Dragon on me in the cryopod. Ladies and gentlemen, my name is In the Game Kaya, and welcome to IETGK Survives ARK Day by Day, Scorched Earth, Day 4. And I'm sorry about the delay. Not only have I been busy, but I also had, I had Day 4 recorded. I was going to edit it. I edited it down, and it ended up being way shorter than I thought it was going to be. So I had to go back and record Day 5 to add on to this video, too. So the video got pushed back by a week, so thank you for your patience. But yeah, today is moving day. We are moving out to a spot just downriver, and so I'm just kind of slowly walking my tames there, and some of these things, like the Dodic, move really stinking slow, so it takes a while. And I had to fight some things off on my way there. Thorny dragons were a problem. Scorpions were a problem. I think there were a couple of terror birds I had to fight off. But I have a swarm of creatures with me, so it's just a matter of, keeping them all together. And I'll tell you one thing. Using the, going through the tech cave gets you used to handling a large group of creatures in a hurry. Doing that over and over again. So I just kind of slowly made my way down the river. Trying to keep everything alive. Unfortunately, not everything made the trip, but I knew going in that, since I was walking the distance, something was probably going to die. And it wasn't that big of a deal. I think it was I lost a jerboa and a parasaur, so it was not that bad. So we just kind of continue fighting our way through the night, and this is actually my first time experiencing a electric storm on Scorched Earth, I'm pretty sure. 'Cause it was kind of intense, actually. And I was like, oh, is it going to be dangerous? No, I'm pretty sure the electrical storm is not dangerous. There goes, yep, my saber-tooth died too. So yeah, I lost a couple of things on the way there. But I'm pretty sure the only truly dangerous weather in Scorched Earth is the superheat, which, depending on how you manage your temperature and where you're at when the superheat kicks in, actually not the worst thing in the world to deal with. But it's definitely more impactful weather than what was on the island. I'll say that much. But we are getting close to the place where I was going to set up now. You can see I've got it pinged on the screen, so we're just kind of slowly making our way there. And funnily enough, because of the way certain creatures' speed works when they're swimming, it's actually faster for me to swim through these deeper spots in the river than to try and walk around it. So we'll just kind of clear up this area a little bit, make it safe, get everything set up, and we are about to start building our house here. I'm just kind of getting the area safe and making sure everything's good to go. Actually, the terror bird I got the baby out and it grew up. Ended up being a really valuable asset to help make sure everything was safe. It's a really good combat mount for just, clearing areas like this. So we'll just get this cleaned up here, and it is time for me to build a base. Let's montage this.
you nowhere. Did you do somebody wrong? Did you put up a fight? Can you try to get along? Can you make it through the night? Stay out of the heat. Stay out of my way. Don't let yourself get beat. Don't get crushed under the day. Welcome to nowhere. Out here, pain is a lifestyle, and dust runs through my blood. Don't let my strength give out. Don't lose sight of my gun. We're days forever long, and not short as can be. Need to build my spirit strong, or I'll fall down on my knees. So I've staked out my claim. This land is all mine. This'll be my claim to fame. I'll guard it till the end of time. Living like an outlaw down here in the Gulch. If I'm not quick on the draw, my bones will turn into mulch. Welcome to nowhere. How did you get here? Did you do somebody wrong? Did you put up a fight? Can you try to get along? Can you make it through the night? Stay out of the heat. Stay out of my way. Don't let yourself get beat. Don't get crushed under the day. Welcome to nowhere. Welcome to nowhere. How did you get here? Did you do somebody wrong? Did you put up a fight? Can you try to get along? Can you make it through the night? Stay out of the heat. Stay out of my way. Don't let yourself get beat. Don't get crushed under the day. Welcome to nowhere.
And we are here. I did decide to tear down this roof a little bit at the beginning of day 5 and rebuild this, kind of similar to what I did in my ITGK Survive series with our base on Ragnarok. I did not realize that the shorter roof pieces were actually a thing until I did that base building over there. And then I got myself a cryopod so I can carry creatures around with me, especially if I'm going to be not having an Argent immediately. You never know when something like that's going to come in handy. Plus, there are some things an Argent just can't carry, and I'm going to need to have cryopoded up. I would like to, when I get around to running the caves, I'd like to still follow the same rule that I did on the island, where if you can't get the creature through the mouth of the cave, you try and use a creature that only fits in the cave, or, you know, something similar to that. The one exception I did is the snow cave on the island when I was doing that series. I did just cryo my Thylas to get them through the door because I wasn't going to breed my Thylas right there in the mouth of the cave. Otherwise, that's what I would have done, was just breed them right there, let them grow up, and then walk them in after they'd grown. I figured it was just, you know, time saving at that point. we'll see how much I try and stick to that going forward, but it's interesting. I want to try at least, instead of just constantly cryoing stuff back and forth. And I found this 145 Argent, which is a great place to start. Prime could be an issue, but I do have my Thorny Dragon on me in the cryopod. It's a halfway decent combat mount, so it can kill stuff to get Prime for me. We're just going to lure this thing in and get it knocked out real quick. Always make sure you come in low so it doesn't try and fly over the trap. And just like that, boom. We have an Argent in the trap. We are ready to tame ourselves an Argentavis. Just kind of slowly pepper the shots in. I did actually accidentally kill an Argent I was taming the other day because I pumped too many shots into it too fast and it didn't knock out before I was done. Doesn't happen very often, but it can. So I just slowed it down like I was doing with the Lymantria. Should be unconscious here in a second. There we go. And we'll just get some meat for this thing. See if we can tame it fully on Prime. If we could, that would be amazing. We could probably get a low 200s tame out of this. Should be able to get a low 200s tame out of this if we tame it on Prime. So let's see if we can find ourselves a little bit of Prime meat, and we will tame this thing up as fast as we can. I am going to need... Oh yeah, I forgot. It had a baby. You will actually see it has a parent icon over it when I go back to it. It had a baby, and so I killed the baby and I fed it its own child. Don't tell anybody. So go ahead and start taming the first Argentavis. And hey, I have a female. It's a nice level, but if I want to make sure that I keep Argents, then I'm going to need a male too. So we'll knock ourselves out this male. It's low level, but hey, who cares? Like, we're just going to breed him up. I don't have the, better breeding mod that I had on the island. I don't have that one on right now. I'm going to try and get by without it. It'll probably be back in at some point. I'll just lose patience. But I try not to run mods unless I really feel like I need them. It's one of those things that it's like, you know, kind of a slippery slope kind of thing. Ended up picking a fight with an Argentavis while my other higher level one was finishing taming, and now I have my male and my female Argent. And these things are actually really hard to fight from the back of a Thorny Dragon. Thankfully, it has its tail spines it can shoot. That definitely helps. When you don't hit your tamed Argent with the tail swipe anyway. Get this thing killed real quick. Take the Argents home. Saddle each of them. And make ourselves an egg. Always try and get an Argent egg as soon as possible when you get 2 Argents tamed. Then if one dies, you have, you know, children that are backup. You don't have to go out taming more Argents again. Especially since I probably won't be using them much for combat out here. Although, I had this idea that was to go to the Wyvern Trench with like a whole flock of Argents. Like unsaddled, but like, you know, 10, 15 Argents. And just draw a Wyvern out of the trench, maybe one at a time, and fight them with the flocks of Argents all at once. Given how fast my breeding rates are, I don't know how many Argents would die, but I think it's doable if they're all decent level. And then I could get a Wyvern egg, actually like really, really soon. And with as fast as my rates are, I'm 99% sure I would not need to feed that Wyvern milk for it to grow up. So I would just have a Wyvern. That's the one downside to my settings, but I have tried to fix it, and I can't. Plus, if I can kill the Argents, then I can get milk from the... Or not kill the Argents, kill the Wyverns. I can get milk from the Wyverns. So, I'm not going to change my settings for the wyvern raising, just because of the milk thing. I am trying to stick to making sure that I have the milk and doing it the right way on my server, where I play with the guys in my main series. But over here, I think it's not going to happen. Probably the same thing with the rock drakes, I would imagine. And honestly, although rock drake eggs are harder to get, at least I think they are. Although rock drake eggs are harder to get, I think the nameless venom is easier to get than the wyvern milk. So, you win some, you lose some. Just go ahead and tame up this dire wolf. I mean, it's kind of mid, but hey, tames are tames. It's super cheap. It only costs a handful of arrows, a little bit of meat. You never know when having something like that on base is going to come in handy. Plus, I might use it to run a cave or something. I don't know. I'd like to use Thylas, but I'm not sure if Thylas are going to fit in all the caves. So I might try running it on, like, wolf back or something. And we'll continue industrializing the base a little bit. It's basically done. The biggest thing is, other than the, like the industrial forge, the industrial cooker, the chem bench, all that late game stuff. The biggest thing that I need to do is finish the farm. And I've heard there is honey on Scorched Earth. I'm sure there is somewhere. I mean, there's got to be, right? I just, I don't know where it's at yet. So I'll have to go taking a look for it. Here's that first egg hatching. Yeah, the baby did not end up being that good, unfortunately. Not worth keeping. So, only one thing left to do is the space-saving solution. And then we'll destroy the evidence. Do a little bit of drop running. Where was I? Basically, the farm. The farm is going to get finished before the end of this. Before the end of day 5, other than the greenhouse, because I just don't have the cementing paste for it. But the farm is going to get finished, and then I have the dung beetle. I just need the honey, and then we are good. That's everything that we need for the farm. So I'm going to need organic polymer, which is probably what I'm doing day 6, is going out to the dunes and looking for some OP, because I need Gilly in order to tame the bee. And, oh yeah, I got triplet Argents on my second roll, and they're decent level too. So I went ahead and named them Huey, Dewey, and Louie. But yeah, so I need OP to make Gilly to get honey. And I'm going to need to start looking at taming things to help me run caves. And I need to familiarize myself with where these resources are on the map. And probably look at getting something big, like a T-Rex, to tame sometime soon, within the next couple of ARK days. And just really, like, cement my position in ARK's mid-game with a completed base, utility tames, a handful of combat mounts, and looking at running caves is basically where I'm going to be at over the next 2-3 days. Just finishing that initial grind before we start the push for the full map content. I haven't decided yet what I'm going to do about the Explorer's Notes and the experience that comes from them. I want to get at least some of them and push my levels up a little bit, but I don't know when I'm going to do that. I thought I would probably wait until I got an Argent that would have, would be something that would be worth pumping those levels in as well if I'm going to be riding a creature around. An Argent, or even better, if I can, a Wyvern. If I could get a Wyvern, man, I really need that Wyvern. I mean, it's Scorched Earth. You got to have a Wyvern, right? And yeah, I lack creativity. I'm going to get a Fire Wyvern, and I'm going to name it Charizard. Sue me. We'll just kind of finish up some of this around the farm a little bit. Now that we've got our little hallway built here. and do some light resource grinding. It was pretty close to the end of the day, so I wasn't too focused on doing anything crazy right now. Just touching up some things around the base, grinding up some pieces. Started working on the fence. I didn't get it finished. And what I decided to do to make the base look a little bit more open, although I'm going to put these gates in, I'm going to build a fence with these fence foundations. I've never really done this before, not for like a yard fence, so we'll see how that goes and how it looks, how effective it is. I don't think there's anything super dangerous around here that I need like a lot of heavy walls to keep out. So we'll just put these up. But yeah, that's going to do it for this episode of ITGK Survives Day by Day. Days 4 and 5 are done. We have a base. Welcome to Outlaw Gulch. So this is where we will be spending the next few days on Scorched Earth until we beat it. How many days will it take? I have no idea. The island took over 130 days. Scorched Earth will not take near that. I can almost guarantee it. But thank you for watching. If you have something to say, leave it in the comment section down below. Don't forget to leave a like if you enjoyed it. If you get a chance to hype the video, please do. Helps a lot. And share it with your friends if you found it interesting. And subscribe and ring the bell to be notified when future episodes of this and my other series go up. My name is In The Game Kaya. Thank you for watching, and I will see you in the next episode. Goodbye.